Today we are going to talk about orthopedic traction. Traction uses a controlled pulling force balanced against countertraction to maintain fracture alignment and stabilization. The therapeutic goals are to reduce muscle spasm and pain, restore anatomical alignment of fractured bone, and prevent deformity during healing. This balance of forces must remain uninterrupted for traction to work effectively. If the pulling force or countertraction is disrupted, the fracture can lose reduction and alignment. Safe traction depends on 4 core principles: continuous traction, effective countertraction, freely hanging weights, and proper patient alignment. If traction is interrupted, weights rest on the bed or floor, or the patient slides out of position, fracture alignment can be lost. Countertraction is essential because pulling force alone is ineffective without resistance. Every nursing assessment must include verification that all 4 traction principles remain intact. Skin and skeletal traction differ completely in both application and nursing risk profile. Skin traction is non-invasive, uses lighter weights, and is commonly used short-term for hip fractures and muscle spasm control, with nursing priorities focused on skin integrity, circulation, and nerve compression from the straps. Skeletal traction is invasive, using pins or wires placed through bone to provide heavier, sustained traction for major fractures. Nursing priorities shift to maintaining alignment, performing meticulous pin site care, and ensuring traction weights remain in place and hang freely at all times. Traction assessment focuses on continuous neurovascular monitoring and ongoing pain evaluation. The 5 Ps, pain, pallor, pulselessness, paresthesia, and paralysis, must be checked frequently and compared against the patient's established baseline. Any change from baseline requires immediate investigation because it may signal neurovascular compromise or compartment syndrome. Pain should gradually improve with effective traction, so worsening or uncontrolled pain is a warning sign that alignment may be disrupted or a complication may be developing. Pin sites and skeletal traction are direct pathways into bone, making infection prevention a critical nursing responsibility. Assess pin sites at least every 12 hours for redness, warmth, swelling, drainage, or odor, and cleanse them using institutional protocol with chlorhexidine or saline. During care, also verify that ropes, pulleys, and freely hanging weights remain correctly aligned. Intact, non-infected crusts should be left in place because they act as a protective barrier against downward bacterial migration and osteomyelitis. Patients in traction are at high risk for pressure injuries, deconditioning, and venous stasis because they cannot reposition independently. Nursing care focuses on pressure relief with trapeze-assisted repositioning, heel offloading, and frequent skin inspection, especially over the sacrum and heels. Circulation and muscle preservation are supported through ankle pumps, quadriceps sets, and gluteal exercises performed regularly throughout the day. Consistent reinforcement of these exercises helps reduce DVT risk, prevent muscle atrophy, and prepare the patient for later mobility. Prolonged traction and immobility affect every major body system and require aggressive preventive nursing care. Respiratory complications such as atelectasis and pneumonia are reduced with incentive spirometry and deep breathing exercises, while VTE prevention depends on anticoagulation, leg assessment, and circulation exercises. Constipation and urinary stasis are common from decreased mobility, making hydration, bowel management, and urinary monitoring essential. Pressure injury prevention, skin surveillance, and ongoing assessment for compartment syndrome remain continuous priorities throughout traction therapy. Traction places a major psychological and physical burden on patients because prolonged immobility affects independence, sleep, mood, and recovery. Nursing care must include active assessment for anxiety and depression, reassurance about the treatment process, and support for maintaining as much independence as possible. Collaboration with physical therapy is essential to promote safe mobility, circulation, strength, and function while preserving traction alignment. Continuous monitoring for immobility complications remains necessary throughout the entire recovery process. Safe traction care depends on recognizing and preventing critical nursing errors. Skeletal traction weights should never be removed without a physician order, because disrupting traction can cause loss of fracture alignment and neurovascular compromise. Pain in traction is never ignored, especially if worsening or unrelieved, because it may signal mechanical failure or compartment syndrome. Any change in circulation, sensation, or movement requires immediate assessment and intervention to prevent permanent tissue damage. Orthopedic traction uses continuous pulling force to align fractures, reduce muscle spasm, and maintain stabilization during healing. Skin traction provides temporary light force, while skeletal traction uses pins or wires through bone for heavier, long-term stabilization. Nursing priorities include maintaining free-hanging weights, frequent neurovascular assessments using the 5 Ps, monitoring pin sites and skin integrity, and investigating any increase in pain immediately. Safe traction care depends on constant monitoring to prevent neurovascular compromise and pressure injuries.